What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. In today's video we are checking out one of the most unique dash cameras that I've tried so far, and I've tried quite a few dash cameras up until now. So the one that I have today is called the Nexar Beam, and you're probably wondering why is this so unique? Well, most dash cameras will record the footage right on the SD card or on the internal memory, depending on the dash camera that you buy. And this one can actually do the same. If you want to use this just like a regular dash camera, there is a slot for an SD card on the side here, and the dash camera actually comes with a 32 gig SD card right in the box. So you can use it as a regular dash camera, but if you connect your phone to the dash camera, then the dash camera will actually save all that footage right on your smartphone and upload that footage to the cloud, which makes this camera very unique. But I'm gonna tell you more about it in a bit. First, let's start with a very quick unboxing. So the dash camera comes in a decent looking box. On the front of the box we see a picture of the device, and opening the box we're gonna find the dash camera itself. We also have the suction cup mount for the windshield, and this one actually has a built-in GPS unit, so the camera will also save your location for every single drive. You're gonna find a pretty long cable, so you'd use that cable to power the camera. We have a power adapter that plugs in the cigarette lighter port in your car. We have some clips so you can hide that cable, and the user manual that has step-by-step instructions on how to actually use the camera. So very straightforward, and installing the camera only takes about 2 to 3 minutes, but it's gonna take you a bit longer to actually hide that cable throughout your car. But definitely check out the user manual because they will show you how to do it in there. Once you have this installed in your car, the camera will start and stop recordings every time you turn on and off the car. So just like any other dash camera out there. And if the phone is not present in the car, the camera will record everything on the SD card that you have installed in it. And I always recommend that you keep an SD card installed in it because you never know if your wife is gonna drive the car or your kid. And this way the dash camera can always record if the phone is not present. If the phone is in the car, the phone will connect to the camera's Wi-Fi, so the camera makes a Wi-Fi network, the phone will connect to that, and then the camera will save everything on your smartphone. And don't imagine the camera will fill your phone with recordings, no. You can select how much space the dash camera is allowed to record on your phone. Personally, I have it set to 20%, so every time the dash camera fills that 20%, it will start deleting the old recordings, so you're never gonna run out of space. If the camera senses any sudden movement, so if you brake suddenly or if you get into a car accident, the camera will sense that and it will lock that particular recording and also upload that to the cloud. It can also notify a group of people if something happens on the road. Personally, I don't use that because I don't really want anyone to know where I am when I'm driving and so on, but that feature could be useful for a bunch of people. Also, if an accident does happen, hopefully it never happens, but if it does, you can also share that particular recording with your insurance provider right from the app. So it's much easier than actually sending that through the email and so on. But of course, that will depend a lot on the insurance company that you're using. Not all insurance companies are going to be supported. From the app, you can also see the location for each recording. You can basically see the map where the recording happened, the time, and of course you can also edit those recordings. So if something happened in one of those drives, you can just save a little clip and you can easily share that clip from the app. So it's very beneficial to actually use the camera with your smartphone. But as I said in the beginning, you can also use this just by itself without your phone, and everything will be saved on that SD card. The camera itself is mostly made out of plastic except for the glass that's covering the lens. That's definitely a good thing because you don't want plastic covering the lens. The camera, it's very small, so it's not going to take up that much space on the windshield. On one side we have the power button and the slot for the SD card, but as I said, this camera will start and stop recording every time you turn on and off the car, so you're never going to have to press that power button. On the back we have a couple of LEDs. One of them will show you if the camera is recording and the other one will show you if a phone is connected to the camera. The windshield mount is just like any other windshield mount out there, and the GPS unit is located on the windshield mount. So that's how you power the camera. So that's about it. The camera is very simplistic. Next, I want to show you a few recordings that I've done during the day. So the maximum recording resolution for this camera is 1080p, and the camera also supports loop recording. That means that the camera will record till the SD card or the phone's memory is full, and then it will start overwriting over the older recordings. So you're never going to run out of space on the SD card or on the phone, depending how you use the camera. And with that being said, let's check out some daytime recordings that I've done, and I'll be right back so we can talk about them.
on, Uncle.
Now I know what execution I want to ask them. Well, I realized you only have a limit of passing miles to run from this mail channel.
And as you've seen for yourself, the daytime recordings from it look quite good, mostly considering that it's recording in 1080p, so you can clearly see the details on a lot of those vehicles around you. So very impressed by the daytime recordings. Next, we're gonna check out some recordings that I've done at night. So let's check those out and I will be right back. So as you've seen for yourself, the nighttime recordings aren't as good as the daytime recordings, but I was quite surprised to see how good those recordings actually are, because they're better than a lot of other dash cameras that I've tried in the past that were more expensive. So quite surprised to see that. So there you have it. This is the Nexar Beam, one of the most unique dash cameras that I got to try. I kind of like the way that we don't have a screen, we don't have any buttons, you can't actually do anything on the camera, because this way it's not distracting in any way. It just sits on the windshield there and it does what it's supposed to do. And if you do want to have more connectivity or do want to have more options, then you'd connect with your phone to it, and then it becomes more like a social dash camera, because you can share those recordings. If something happens, you can share those with your insurance company and so on. So definitely a camera that you should check out if you don't have a dash camera in your car. Alright, thanks for watching and I will see you guys in the next one.